Are we truly at a point in this world where saying all lives matter gets you labeled a racist, a bigot, a white supremacist, all the crazy things that these lunatic liberals are just throwing out there? The new N-word is Nazi. That's what they're calling you. You're a Nazi. That's the worst. That's a horrible thing to call somebody. But these people are just, it's unbelievable, the mindset of these people. There's so much anger and hate. It's a t-shirt. It says all lives matter. All lives matter. Listen, my French bulldog Todd, there he is back there. His life matters. I get a shirt that says French bulldogs lives matter. And they would flip out. If you put anything before lives matter, these BLM lunatics are going to come at you with a bunch of hate. It's mind-blowing. And this girl actually was killed in, I can't remember which state it was in. Her and her boyfriend walked by a group at a bunch of BLM protesters, and she said, all lives matter. And she was killed not too long after for saying that. There's been a couple of people that have said it. Somebody got fired from a job for saying it. There was actually in the state where I live, in my home state, somebody on the city council or something that had to do with the city in a meeting said that every life matters, and she was forced to retire. For saying every life matters, she was forced to retire. So we're losing free speech, people. Basically, there's no more free speech, because saying all lives matter and you're losing your job and you're getting killed for saying something like that. I mean, the looks, this hatred that I get thrown at me when I wear this shirt is it's unbelievable, unbelievable. And you know, when this whole BLM, Black Lives Matter movement started, I was okay, cool. Once you really start to learn what it's all about and who these people really are, and that it's not all Black Lives Matter, it's the Black lives that, well, let me just say, it's criminals that are furthering their narrative. Now, nobody's oppressed, okay? There's not I was homeless. I was a drug addict for, over a decade of my life. I was homeless for years. And it was decisions that I made that put me where I was. And it was also decisions that I made to get me out of where I was at, to get me to where I am now, where I have, a very successful e-commerce business, where I've straightened my life out to where I'm able to come here and make videos for you guys. Now, that being said, I grew up in a low-income housing when I was younger, but I had a great childhood. I loved it. We were like a big family. And 3 of my best friends in that low-income housing neighborhood were all black kids. It was me and 2 brothers that were black and another one of our buddies that's black. Now, one of them grew up, he's a very successful tattoo artist today. One of the other ones, the 2 brothers, one owns his own business. I think it's like a heating and ventilator air HVAC business. Very successful. The other one, he decided to go the criminal route, and I don't know, he may be in prison now, but, he was in and out of jail because he decided to go that route. The other 2 decided, well, let me do something with my life. Nobody held them back. They weren't oppressed in any way. There was nobody held them down. If I talk to them today, they'll tell you no. There was nothing that, there was no laws. There was no policies in place that held me back from doing the things I want to do. There's just not. It's just a fact that there's not. So wearing this shirt sends people into such a downward spiral of anger and hate. And how do we get to that point? And how is nobody calling these people out? It's, maybe bringing up mental illnesses or bringing up, if these people filled their lives, if they had some goals, if they had some visions for themselves, if they decided, well, let me start my own business. Well, let me start working on my physical fitness. Let me start working on my spirituality. Let me start meditating. Let me do this, that, some positive things, instead of just listening to the vile hatred that the mainstream media spews. And they have a lot to do with what's going on in our country, obviously. It's all garbage. But listen, every single person in this country has the opportunity to, it's free will to do what you choose to do. And there are no laws, there are no policies in place that are going to hold somebody back. I mean, unfortunately, if you're a felon, you can't do certain things, but it was, don't go break the law. Don't be a criminal. So I don't know. I don't understand where the anger comes from with a shirt like this, or even, like I've said, shirts that say French Bulldog Lives Matters. Anything Lives Matters, these people flip out and, oh, well, if no lives matter until Black Lives Matter is what they tell you. Well, of course Black Lives Matter. Nobody ever said they did. I mean, nobody ever said they didn't. No one ever said Black Lives don't matter. That was never, ever part of any narrative. Of course they do. So it's they got to build it up. And obviously you see what happens is these criminals that commit these crimes, that fight with the police, that do, they're out there, they're choosing their own path, and the repercussions are coming back on them, and all of a sudden it's somebody else's fault. It's just no personal responsibility. So what I'm going to do with this shirt is, there's been some BLM protests in the city where I live, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to wear this shirt to the next BLM protest that comes to town, and I'm going to videotape it, and we're going to see what happens. We're going to see what comes of that. And I'm going to try to explain my point of view. I got a pretty good idea it's not going to, matter to these people, but we're going to see what happens. So if you want to see that, it's not going to be for, I don't know, I think the next one's not planned for a few weeks, but if you want to see me wear this shirt to a BLM protest, and we'll see what the outcome is. Obviously, I'm going to be safe. I'm not, if it looks like there's anything bad that's going to happen, I will remove myself from the situation. I'm not looking to jam anybody up. I'm not looking to cause any physical problems with anybody, but I think if someone sees my shirt and it causes them an emotional problem, they're the ones that have some work to do. So if you want to see that, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. If you like my video, hit the like button, hit the share button, leave me a comment on what you think about my shirt. If you don't like it, leave me a comment. I want to hear your point of view. That's what I want to hear, why this shirt is offending to you. But like I said, if you want to see me wear this shirt to a BLM rally, hit the subscribe button, and check out some of my other videos down the road. I got some cool things coming, and I'm just starting out here, so I would love the support, and I truly appreciate it. Hopefully I can bring everybody some cool things down the road. I got a lot to say, and I figure I might as well come and say it. I think there's a lot of people with the same mindset as me. There's also a lot of people that disagree with me. And that's good. We can disagree. We can agree to disagree, and we can talk like adults about it. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and I will catch you guys on the next video.